All right, so I'm on my way to my first client today. I just dropped off the loaner vehicle, the Tesla. That's a pretty cool truck. It's definitely weird getting back in a regular car. And I like my little car. It's easy to drive. It's just, I'm driving, and in a Tesla I can just sit back and kind of just sit there. Got a puppy Rottweiler today. Always happy training Rottweilers. They're my favorite. They're so trainable and they're just great. And then I have a new client, who seems like it's like a mixed shepherd, large breed from the original notes I took. Reactive to dogs and people, so I'm gonna make sure I keep it safe. One of the things I do is I always send, I don't care unless it's like a confirmed like baby puppy, to have the dog on a safe, secure leash or gated, crated, just for that first greeting, because I don't care how friendly the dog is. Some dogs, over the years I've learned the hard way, can sense something's up when I walk in the door. Maybe because I smell like multiple dogs, maybe because I'm there. I think it's because I'm there with a certain intention. So the same things that, makes dogs sort of listen better to me at first, is the same thing that they can sense that something's up that maybe they're not used to. And I always express the reason why dogs overreact to everyday life we provide for them is because in their eyes, they feel there's everything at stake. So when something to show them an alternative to trust that everything is not at stake and we've got it covered can literally be scary. That's why dogs have stress when they go through training at first, to let go for the sake of, resolving deep-rooted issues so the rest of their life they can live in peace. But at first, that's a shock to the system. So some people once in a while get a little defensive or weird or don't understand you're hiring a dog trainer, because it's also so I can see if these people are going to be willing to take my instruction, or they're going to start giving excuses or be defiant or belligerent about it. And right there, that's going to be a client that I'd prefer not to work with unless there was some misunderstanding that once clarified we're on track. Because I've had that. It's like a test. People like, it's friendly. I'm like, listen, this is to see if you can respect my situation, and more than that, the ability to take my instructions so I can actually help you. Some people can struggle with that, and more so now than ever, because people have become a little funny and a little funnier towards their pets and whatnot. So getting them to see it, because usually I'm not coming here to do trick training. We're not doing agility classes. I can't read the note while I'm recording this, but this is a severely reactive dog. I have cases where it's bit people. I got bit last month, unfortunately. These things can happen as a professional dog trainer, and I try to be very safe about it. So yeah, that's I'm just going to make sure I'm on track here for where I'm driving. Okay, so so that's what I'm going to do. And then after that, usually I'll do, just as far as the new client, then once we do an intake and we kind of see what's going on, if it's a large dog or a dog that could be dangerous, I'll usually do a double connection where I'll have the owner or the owner tether the leash to something like a secure collar or harness, and then I'll work it usually with a training collar, slip lead, something like that, just to get some communication. In most cases, after I get the dog under control and they trust my intervention is safe and consistent, they'll usually relax, trust me, and then I can be around them one-on-one. And in most cases, I can just take the dog right away after that first, initial response when I come in. Some dogs are just super excited to see a new person, regardless if it's a trainer. And even then, while your dog's jumping on people, your dog's getting wild with new guests, still get used to putting a leash on and doing some work when that happens, because dogs don't learn by reading a book and then applying it after the fact. They actually learn by it's applied behavior analysis. You have to train them in real time how to make the right behavior choices by recreating a different almost association and state based on our intervention and leadership and conditioning those responses. So yeah, that's anyway, so that's what I do with new clients. I've had a lot of new clients this week. It's a pretty good amount, which is always good. Happy to help, but I just want to be able to make sure the people I do work with aren't gonna kick and scream while I'm taking them through the process of what's needed to happen for their dog's sake.